Hello student, welcome to online class. I hope all of you are well and safe at your home. I am Mrs. SD from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. In this video I will tell you about adjective which is not uncommon to you. It means it is very common to you. You have studied in your previous classes about adjective. Adjective are describing word which describe about noun and pronoun or pronoun. Here in this chapter also we will study about the same things. At the beginning it is given that words that are used to describe a noun or a pronoun are called adjectives. It means those words which we use to describe a noun or a pronoun are called adjective. Adjective help us to know more about noun and pronoun by expressing their qualities. It means that when a word which express the quality of a noun or a pronoun that are called adjective, and it help us to know more about a noun or a pronoun. So in this basis now we study about kinds of adjective. Mainly there are 6 kinds of adjective. First, that is adjective of a quality. Second, adjective of a quantity. Adjective, that is adjective of a number. Third, number 4 is demonstrative adjective. Fifth, interrogative adjective. And the sixth one is emphasizing adjective. So here let's study one by one about quality, quantity, number, demonstrative, interrogative and emphasizing, and after that participle and degree of comparison. We also describe these all topic in this video. So without any delay, let's see what's given in your book. The first, that is, it is the example. Let's see the example. He is a brave soldier. Here the highlighted word, that is brave. It describe about the word he. He is a pronoun word, and brave describe about he, that he is a brave soldier. He is a soldier, but his quality is he is a brave soldier. In the same way, the next example say Nasrin is kind girl. Nasrin is a noun word. It is a name of a girl, and but the quality, the word kind, so that he is a the kind word, so about the girl, that he is very kind girl, and this is a quality. So this highlighted word show the quality of a person. So on that, adjective of a quality express kind or quality of a person or a thing. So those words which express the quality are called adjective of a quality. Now next, that is, here let's see the example. I need some money to buy stationery. Here the word some is a highlighted word, and it is for money, some money. It is not fixed but indefinite amount, some money. The next example said that there is no much ink in the bottle. The word much. These types of words which show quantity. It means the words which show quantity are called quantity of a adjective. Here the definition is given. Adjective of a quantity tell us how much of the thing is meant. It show how much. So the word which show how much are called as adjective of a quantity. So I hope it is clear to you. Now let's see the next one, that is the next examples are: this book contained 10 apples. This box contained 10 apples. Here the word 10 is a fixed amount. In the same way, today is the last day of the festival. Here the last also show the fixed time. So the word adjective of a number tell us how many people or things are meant, or in what order a person or a thing stand. So the word which show the number are called adjective of a number. It may be number of a person or thing, anything. So such words are called as adjective of a number. It tells us how many, or you can say it gives the answer of how many. The word which give the answer of how many are called adjective of a number. Here let's see in detail about adjective of a number. Adjective of a number are of three kinds. First, that is definite numeral adjective. Definite means fixed. Definite numeral adjective tell us the exact number of a person or thing. It means it show the fixed number of a person or a things. For example, there are two kinds. This definite is also of two kind. Let's see with the example. This is cardinal number, or you can say cardinal state of a number of a people or things. For example, 40 thieves, 25 years. It means such word are called cardinal numbers. And the second is ordinal, gives us the order of a people or things, that is first man of the moon, last day of the week. So the numbers which comes in ordinal form are called ordinals, which comes in cardinal form are called cardinals. Our next adjective of a number is, that is indefinite numeral adjective. Indefinite means unfixed, which is not fixed. It may be any. Here the words are few, many, some, little. Such words are used in indefinite numeral adjective. These do not indicate the exact number. It means it does not indicate the exact number. It doesn't show the fixed number. So it is indefinite. Few, many, some, all, these words are unfixed. So this is the type of word when we use as an adjective, then it is called as indefinite adjective also, or you can say adjective of a number generally. And the last, that is distributive numeral adjective, refer to each one of a number. It show each, and there is only two main word, and that is every and each. Every person must attend the meeting. Each girl should participate in the competition. The word every and each are the distributive numeral adjective. So these are the three types of adjective of a number. First, definite numeral adjective, which tell us exact number of a people or thing. It means it show the fixed number, exact number, or you can say the fixed number. Second, that is indefinite, which do not show or which do not indicate the exact number. It is unfixed. And the last, that is distributed, which refer to each one. And generally the word that is each and every are used as a distributive numeral adjective. So let's see the next examples and next types. Our next type is, that is demonstrative adjective. The examples are: this book is expensive. In the same way, though these apples are from Kashmir. Here the word these, this and these are the word which point towards a object. So we can say that demonstrative adjective point out which person or thing is meant. It means the word which are used to point out a person or a thing are called as demonstrative adjective. So the word this and this is used for singular and these is used for plural. In that the same way, that is used for singular and those is used for plural. So I hope it is clear. The word which is used to point out a person or a thing is meant for are called as demonstrative adjective. Now the next is, that is interrogative adjective. It is very simple and common for all of you. Which, here the example is given, which pen do you want to buy, or whose house is that? Here the word which and whose are used as a question and these words are used as a interrogative. Here this word has come before the noun word, the pen and the house. The word pen is also a noun word and house is also a noun word. So we can easily say that the word or the interrogative word which comes before a noun word are called as adjective, interrogative adjective. We can't say this is as a pronoun. When a interrogative word which comes before a noun word, then it is called as an interrogative adjective. Here the word like what, which and whose, when we use with noun to ask question, are called interrogative adjective. It means when, here as it is given, the word pen is a noun word and house is also a noun word. So such words which are used, it means the word which are interrogative but it's come before noun word. There must be a noun word, and when it comes before a noun word, or you can say with noun word, interrogative word which comes with noun word, when we use with a noun to ask question, then it is called as interrogative adjective. Otherwise we can say it interrogative pronoun also. So it is very important to remember that we must careful that the word when comes with noun, then it is called as adjective and that is interrogative adjective. But when it comes without noun, it is called as pronoun. You can say interrogative pronoun also. So I think it is clear to all of you. Now let's see the last one, that is emphasizing adjective. Here the examples are given. Here the example is, that is the camping was a complete success. This is a very dress that I wanted to buy. Here the highlighted word, that is complete and very. So the adjective that we use to emphasize what we want to say are called as emphasizing adjective. It means those words which we use to emphasize what we want to say is called as emphasizing adjective. Now here are some main point about the adjective related to the adjective. Let's see what are they. Some and any are used in affirmative and negative sentence respectively. So here the examples are given. I have bought some pen. I have not purchased any pen. So here the word some and any comes before the noun word. When we use such a word before the noun, then it is called as adjective, and it is adjective of a number. In the same way, little is used with uncountable number and few with countable number. So let's see the example. There is a little hope of recovery. Here the hope, that is uncountable noun. So we can use the word little with uncountable noun, but at the same time few with the countable noun, that is there were a few chairs. Chair is a countable word, but we use few with countable word. So next, few means not many, while a few means some. The difference between few and a few is the difference between few and a few. Few means not many and a few means some. But the difference, let's see with the example. Sometime a few birds perch on this tree. Few students were at school today. The next, that is older and oldest, indicate the age and are used to compare the people of things. In the same way, later and latest denote the time and later and least denote the position. In the same way, nearer denote the distance and next denote the position. So these are the main words. Let's see now degree of comparison. Degree of comparison is very common in adjective. We have learned that the adjective have 3 degree of comparison. First, that is called positive degree. Second, that is comparative degree, and the third one is superlative degree. So let us revise what we know. This is a good violin. My violin is better than one of your both. Bobby's violin is the best of all the violins. Here the word good, better and best. The word good is an adjective word which use when we talk about a person, one person or a thing. It's said to be a positive degree. It means the word which are used generally for a person or thing is called as positive degree. It means that positive degree is used when no comparison is made. It means if we don't want to make any comparison to anyone, then the word which we use generally are called as positive degree. The positive degree used when no comparison is made. It is means if there is no comparison, we use the word without comparison, that is called as positive degree. Second, that is comparative degree. As we have seen in the example, the adjective better is used to compare two things. When we have to make the comparison between the two person, two things, then the word used for the comparison is called as comparative degree. The comparative degree is used to compare two people or things. In the same way, the last, that is superlative degree. Superlative degree can be used to compare more than two things. It denotes the highest degree of a quantity. It is the highest degree of a quantity. So in this way we have seen the 3 degree of a comparison. First, that is positive degree, which the word positive degree use when there is no comparison. If we don't have to make any comparison, then the word we use is called as positive degree. But when we have to do comparison between the two person or two things, the word we use is called as comparative degree. And the last, that is superlative degree. It can be used to compare more than two things, and it indicate, or you can say it denote the highest degree of a quality. So these are the examples and the definition of degree of comparison and the adjectives. Here is an exercise given, that is exercise D, filling the blanks with the correct form of adjective given in the bracket. This is your today's exercise. You have to do in your book as well as in your fair copy. First, he is dash student in the class. The word is bold, but here we have to see the comparison. He is the dash student in the class. The comparison is made with the class, so the word should be in superlative degree. So it will be he is the bold, it means boldest student in the class. The word bold is changed into its superlative form and it become boldest. Second, my fever is less than what it was yesterday. Here comparison is done in two, so the comparative degree of bad will be used here. In the same way, you have to read the sentences, and with the help of these words given in the bracket, you have to fill the blanks. So this is your assignment, today's assignment. I hope it is clear to you. So children, stay home and stay safe. Let's meet the next video of chapter 4. Children, till then, goodbye.